Finally. If only we could have flown with the wind to get here faster.
Are you going to go shopping?
We've arrived. This is Viscint, where Danans and Renans live as equals.
Equals? Even me?
Yes, I personally guarantee it.
I know it's hard to believe after Nies. We felt the same way when we first arrived.
It may do you some good to observe the city while we're on our way to visit Droshin.
Who's that?
He looks after everyone who just moved here. He'll help with all the procedures you need to go through.
You might as well check the place out. You can decide whether to live here after that.
Okay.
Is it your first time in Viscint, Nazamil?
Yes. I always tried to avoid getting too close to cities.
Then how'd you end up in Nies?
I happened to be nearby when the worlds merged. I didn't know what was happening, so I fled there for shelter.
You know, Kisara, I've learned a lot traveling with you.
Oh? About what in particular?
Cooking. Getting to finally cook together again after so long has made me realize just how amazing a chef you really are. I need to take the opportunity to watch you at work again while I still have the chance.
Your cooking already has everyone coming back for seconds. I don't think there's anything left to teach you.
Oh, but there is! Not only do you season things perfectly every time, but your movements are so quick and precise. Compared to you, I'm just a novice. I hope you don't mind if I swipe a few of your techniques.
You've really gotten into cooking, huh, Xion?
Though, as usual, she still buys a ridiculous amount of ingredients.
There's no such thing as too many ingredients. And can you blame me for wanting to try out every new recipe we find?
I can relate. Trade between realms has flourished within this past year, and with it, the availability of exotic ingredients. It's the same in Viscint. The people there have been experimenting with food that incorporates a wider array of flavors.
You're telling me brand new gourmet cuisine is being invented all over the world? I want to try making and eating all of it.
Eating the food is one thing, but isn't it hard finding and learning a bunch of new recipes like that?
Yeah, you make a good point. In the past, Kisara has always been there to help me, but I'm not so sure it would be as easy on my own.
In that case, I'll put in the effort to learn some new recipes myself. That way I can teach you the next time we meet.
You will?
Of course. I'm not one to back down from a new cooking challenge. And besides, I really do appreciate your faith in me.
Why don't we all just go to Kisara's every once in a while? You teach the rest of us too, right?
Cooking classes with Kisara? I think I'd like to join in on that.
Very well. I'll take on all of you.
Are you gonna teach us? Or are you gonna fight us?
This city feels gentle somehow.
Well, it has always been a fertile land, but maybe the close relationships between residents play a bigger role.
So they get along well?
Okay, who's gonna be it next? No astral arts allowed. Hey, I'm no cheater.
Does it strike you as odd for Renan and Danon children to play together?
I'm not sure. I never played with kids my age, but I could tell that those children don't care who's Renan and who's Danon. Both the Danons and Renans do look really happy.
Of course, there's still the odd dispute, but that happens in any large city. Maybe I shouldn't say this, but it's always such a relief to come back here.
I know what you mean. Being on edge all the time is exhausting.
Renan and Danon's soldiers fight alongside each other?
You mean the Service Corps? Well, they don't fight so much as protect people.
Regardless of whether they're Renan or Danon?
Yes. Anyone who shares our ideal of coexistence is welcome here.
What's this thing?
Service Corps, what do we stand for? 1. Our ideal of coexistence. 2. Being the citizen's shield. 3. Protecting the dream we all share.
You're an instructor, Kisara?
I am. They wanted me for my experience in the previous conflict.
Yikes, I bet she's super strict.
Indeed. Apparently her recruits have nicknamed her the Demon.
Ugh, where could Droshin be?
Doesn't seem like Droshin is this way.
And that's what he said. Can you believe that?
Come on, you've got to be kidding me.
It's true. This really is a masterpiece.
How come you're able to live together?
Huh? Why wouldn't we?
Because Renans and Danons are so different.
Well, we do have our differences. I can use astral arts, for example, while he, as a Danon, cannot. But my friend here can move much faster than me, and he has a splendid singing voice.
Well, your sculptures are beautiful enough to adorn the palace.
There's more to appreciate in our differences than find fault in.
Plus, differences in our individual abilities mean little in the course of day-to-day life.
I don't understand.
Well, we certainly take a different approach around here. I could see it being confusing if you're not used to it.
It looks to me like you're friends with Lord Dohalim. Maybe you could talk to him as well. Lord Dohalim is the only reason we're able to live like this in the first place. It's all thanks to him.
Really?
That is what they say.
What do you think, Nazamil? Are you starting to see how things work around here?
I can see that Renans and Danons get along with each other, even if I still don't understand why.
Menancia always soothes my soul.
I no longer rule here, but it still pleases me to hear you say so.
You deserve some credit, man. Menancia couldn't be what it is now without your help.
He's right, Dohalim. Still, it has plenty of room to grow.
That's right. Which means our work is far from over.
Let's do everything we can to help Menancia improve, bit by bit.
Could you see yourself living here?
Yeah. I think I'd feel safe here.
Good. Then all that's left is to meet with Droshin.
Lord Dohalim, and the rest of our heroes. If you'd given me more warning, I'd have prepared a better welcome.
That is not necessary. I no longer rule Menancia, after all.
More importantly, we have a request.
I'd be happy to do anything in my power, of course.
This is Nazamil. We'd like you to arrange for her to be able to live here.
Understood?
Aren't you going to ask if I'm Renan or Danon?
They'll ask during the formal procedures. Not that it matters much. There is one thing that matters, however. Whether or not you agree with this realm's ideals. Well, what do you say? Can you interact with those different from yourself without prejudice?
I'm not sure yet, but I think it's nice that the Renans and Danons here don't fight.
That's good enough for me. There is a screening process, but I'm sure you'll be fine. Recently, many Danons and Renans have tried to move here for our realm's abundance. Yet, they take issue with our principle of coexistence. That's why I'm more than prepared to defend our ideals. Oh, but I'm getting ahead of myself. A room at Autalina Palace will be provided until she has her official residence.
At the palace? Not at the inn?
It's a good way to make use of our many spacious rooms. The palace is now public property, after all. We'll show her the way there.
I appreciate that. Oh, by the way, Lagiel was wondering when you'd be coming back.
Lagiel? Understood. I'll go check on her later.
Don't Alphen and the others also live here?
Only Kisara and Rinwell at the moment. Alphen and Shion are always traveling.
Oh, I see.
What is it, Nazamil?
Nothing.
Hey, that's a neat piece of gear you got there.
Huh? Oh, you mean the blazing sword?
That thing's badass. I know.
Please, honestly.
Oh, you.
And
I'm Alpha.
Kitty, you two.
he was
Curious.
I can see. So,
That was.
as far.
You must be pretty.
if that's it,
Would you be
Hold on.
what's the harm? And what better besides?
Fine.
Yeah, I got.
How about it?
my father?
Okay,
No.
that's what I like.
had so much money.
Kisara and Dohalim, living together in the palace, huh?
I myself am simply being provided a room.
By who? Kisara?
What did you just say?
What is there to do for fun in this palace when you want to kill some time?
I suppose you could read a book in the library.
Or compose a poem, perhaps. That can really make the hours fly by.
How about going to the courtyard? It'll be easier that way if someone comes calling.
Hey, if we find anyone who needs help here...
I know. We'll make sure to ask what's wrong.
Well...
Oh, yeah? Great! Law?
Whoa!
Yes!
How about it?
How's this?
You did it!
I guess...
Right.
Kisara,
Hmm? Law?
ah!
I think you'd make a good school teacher, Kisara. When you taught me how to cook, your explanations were really easy to understand.
I bet you'd be a hit with kids, too. That is, if you can manage to not be the demon in this situation as well.
What was that, Law?
Nothing, Miss Kisara. We don't have any reason to go over there, do we?
So, you like that flower, huh?
The Rose of Unity. It's said to be a symbol of Rena and Dana becoming one. Is that why you like it?
It's a flower that's neither Renan nor Danon. I guess it reminds me of myself. And yet, it grows everywhere. How can you be so calm about everything, Alphen?
What? You mean about being the Sovereign?
When I was in Niez... No, not just then. In other places too. I heard that the Blazing Sword is Rena's enemy. Its destroyer. Danons think so too. They look at you differently. Like you're something apart from them. How can you be okay with all that?
It's not like I don't have feelings. Nazamil. Are you scared of me?
It's true that together we did overthrow Renan rule. But we didn't do so out of malice, or because we were trying to hurt people. Please believe that.
I do. From the very beginning, when we first met, both of you have tried to help me. The daughter of a lord, half Danon, a test subject. Finding out more about who I am didn't change anything in your eyes. You still protected me without prejudice. It was the first time I experienced that, and it was nice. So because of that, I wanted to say, thank you.
I should be the one thanking you.
Huh?
I didn't want anyone to get unfairly hurt. And when it seemed like they would, I vowed to use all my power to protect them. That's what I've been fighting for. So in the end, hearing your view on things makes it all feel worthwhile. Thank you.
Sure.
We can't always have our actions understood by others, even when we believe we're doing the right thing. What you said is very encouraging.
People tend to judge others based on birth or background rather than what they've actually done. Everyone has their own assumptions. Though the world has changed, people's hearts and minds don't change so easily. Even so,
What should I do? I want to help you, Alphen. I want to be useful. What should I do?
Oh. That's,
Hey, you guys! The room's ready!
right. Got it. Let's go. We can discuss this more later.
Okay.
Well, let's head to your room.
You can stay as long as you want, Nazamil. No one will bother you here.
Right.
It's a pretty over-the-top name for a flower when you stop and think about it.
I believe Dohalim is the one who came up with the name.
The flower appeared after the merging of the worlds, so I'd hoped it could serve as a symbol of reconciliation.
Until we find an official residence for you, this will be your home, Nazamil.
Guess this is where we say goodbye, then. It won't be the same without you.
We'll be sure to stop by when we're in Viscint.
Okay.
Nazamil, we have something for you.
This is the charm from the ruins?
That's right. The good luck charm you give to someone special.
We all helped fix it up a little.
I know you said you don't have anyone special, but you're special to all of us. We thought this could be a reminder when you need it.
But Really?
Of course. Think of it as a sign of our friendship. A promise that we'll meet again.
Basically, we're friends now.
Friends. My very own friends. Just like me.
It looks good on you.
Thank you.
We'll see you soon, Nazamil.
Okay.